tonight I am making some sopes. If you don't know what those are, they're just little corn, what are they? Masa cups. It's pretty much like a tortilla, but they're little masa cups and you fry them. And then I already cooked some corn. So, and that's what an elote is if you don't know what that is. So. So, for the ingredients for this, we are going to use 3 potatoes. We are going to use the rest of the ground beef from last night. And we're going to mix those 2 things together. And then we're going to add, I'm going to add a shallot because I don't have any onion. And then I'm going to add garlic. And then we're going to season that up. We have a big shallot to this. I think I need to get a different knife. Give me 1 sec. But yeah, so today I'm just kind of finishing up some stuff in the fridge that we have so that we don't put it to waste. But yeah, a shallot is pretty much like a more concentrated version of a onion. So that's what I am doing right now. Just peeling that sucker up. Pretty much it for this evening. So I'm gonna get the oil started so we can fry these. And you want to use canola oil or corn oil or whatever you have that's this type of oil. You could use olive oil. So, come on. I am making sopes. So if you don't know what sopes are, they are little masa cups, and you put all the goodness inside of it. So, yeah. We're gonna let that warm up. They're so good. Yeah, our stove is, I don't even know how old. So, and then that one doesn't do it at all. So. And yeah, so that's what we're making tonight. So I'm gonna chop up this stuff. Hey, get out of the trash. No, get out of the trash. You're a little stinker puppy. Get out of the trash. Hello everyone joining. So we're gonna throw the ground beef in first, and then we'll throw the potatoes in last. Yeah, my cats just ate, or else they'd probably be trying to get into stuff too. And my dog's licking the bowl. So this is what we are making tonight. I want to say that's about 1.5 pounds of meat, maybe 2, give or take. So, and there's this guy. Oh, thank you. Thanks for joining, guys. I'm just over here making dinner for everybody tonight, like the usual, but my husband bought these when he went to one of the Mexican markets the other night, and so I figured I would make it for him before they go bad. So, thanks for joining, Timmy. Hope to see you again on the next live. Agua con esta carne. This is ground beef. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but that's how I'm making corn instead of dinner. I could show you guys how I make my corn. It's pretty basic. We just add mayonnaise and then a little bit of cayenne pepper on it. We don't do anything too crazy. I don't even have any of the cajeta cheese, so. Let's see. Potatoes. And that's what's going to go inside of the actual sopes. I'm using ground beef, potatoes, and then I'm using some of these, what did I call these? Shit, completely forgot. They're not scallions, but yeah, they're like onions. I don't know how I lost it when I went blank on that, but I know what they're called. I just can't think of it right now. Thank you, Pfeiffer. You don't want to add these too late either. So you want to add them as kind of like, as it kind of partially cooks, just because, so they kind of cook together. So, well, thank you, Pfeiffer. Appreciate that. love this one from Kinder's. It's called The Blend. And it's salt, pepper, garlic. Good stuff. And we're going to add a little of the Lowry's for a little bit more salt. And then seasoning salt. And that should do it. And I know it kind of seems like a lot, but it's not. Because we're adding the potatoes too. And I always make a lot of food because this also goes with my husband for lunch. So. Sopes. Alright, so we are going to add the sopes to the frying area. So we're going to add a few in there. Probably 3 will fit. Show you guys what's going on in there. And they should actually, they should fry pretty quick. So. And let's get a little thing to put them in. Them to drain. So paper towel in the bowl. Ooh, that's hot. So today, I normally do make a short for like the lives of me eating the food, but yesterday I did not for pasta. I don't know why. I just didn't. I had a headache, to be honest with you. So today for this one, because my mouth is actually watering for this. This is going to be so good. But, this is a shallot. Came back to me. Couldn't think of what it was called for a second. We're adding the shallot. Normally I would add onion, but I don't have any, so. Now we're going to add the garlic. These are also optional. If you don't like those things, you don't have to add them, but they make it taste better. So I highly suggest that you do. I'm just adding the rest of it. Have like a, I don't know, a half of a garlic. I don't really know. Normally I would probably add more, but like a whole garlic, like the whole thing. Normally I would add more, but I can't find any more garlic, so we are kind of clearing out the fridge. Oh shit, forgot about these sopes. We almost lost them. They're actually pretty, see, golden brown. They're perfect. Thank God. I thought I was gonna burn them right now. Let's see. Okay, and let's put the rest of them. Then I'm also in this oil, I'm gonna throw some serrano chilies, and we're gonna fry those up too. That's too small of a garlic. We're not trying to figure that bad boy out. All right. So we're gonna chop. That we are done chopping, I will show you guys a little bit closer to what I'm actually doing over here. So that's the sopes in there. I'm gonna flip these bad boys. So this is just ground beef and potatoes. So, and that's what we're putting inside of the sopes. And so we don't have any lettuce, but I have some pickled like carrots and just different toppings that I'm gonna put on it. And we're gonna have a side of some corn, some elotes. So I'll show you guys. These are cooked already. So corn. So, and we just add mayonnaise and cayenne pepper onto them. I don't have any cajeta cheese, so we're not doing cajeta cheese. But normally I would put cheese on it, or Parmesan cheese works too, if you don't have access to cajeta cheese. I don't know, I might have some, I don't know, I gotta, like I said. Hi Mike from Florida. It's already 9 o'clock out there. Did you get snow? So this is what we're gonna put on top. Some spicy pickled carrots. No, I'm making sopes. So sopes are these little bad boys. They are masa, like little masa cups. And you put meat or vegetables or whatever you want in them. So but you fry them in oil and that's it. So you're probably on the lower side of Florida. Yeah. Honestly, here in California, we're not really getting very much like weird cold weather like we normally do. So we normally get like super like cold. It's been cold, don't get me wrong, but it's like sometimes I get snow where I live, so. Thank you. Near Miami. Ooh, I've only been to Miami through the airport. I've never actually been to Miami. I would love to go there though. That's like on my list of things to do this next upcoming year. I want to go to Miami. I'm not really into sports, no, not really. I mean, I played soccer for a long time when I was younger, but like not seriously or anything like that. And we don't really watch sports here. We're more like outdoorsy type people. Florida is much better than California. The beaches don't even compare. The water's like ice here. I mean, it's a fun place. It's a cool place to be, but yeah. Definitely not Florida. You know, if you don't make it to Los Angeles, it's definitely, you won't be that sad. It's a lot of weird people and homelessness. Yeah, they all live in Los Angeles, but you'd be surprised, honestly, about how Los Angeles is. It's not like what you think. It seems like all glamorous on the television, but it's not. California's very dense. There's a lot of people here. Not where I live. I live in like a rural part, but not that far from Los Angeles. I kind of grew up in a suburb of Los Angeles, like about an hour away. But the funner parts of California are more like the mountains, the desert. The beaches are fun and they're cool and there's a lot of good food there. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you'd have to see it. It's not that glamorous. Hollywood Boulevard is very strange. A lot of weird people. I know that doesn't sound that great, but I know Florida is probably a lot better. Alright, so we're going to throw a few of these into the oil. The Hollywood sign, I don't know if it's still in existence. Honestly, I think it burnt down from what I heard, but I don't know. I heard it burnt down though from the fires. So It's very uneventful. And it's very smoggy here. So they make it look a lot prettier in the photos and the videos, but I've heard Florida has a lot of crazy people too. So that's kind of funny. I mean, you know, yeah. But yeah, I heard that it burnt down. I don't know. So I haven't been down there. I mean, I was at my aunt's house. She lives in Los Angeles area. And I have friends that live in LA, but yeah, so they don't live close enough to the Hollywood sidewalk. We're getting smoky in here. Yeah, I don't know. My sister mentioned something to me about it, so. All hearsay when you hear stuff. Well, ugh. Yeah. Make sure when you throw things in the oil, don't do it with water on it. Whew. Got me right there. Ouchie. Yes, it is. I've actually been to Hollywood Boulevard. I've done the whole LA thing. I went to the Lion King on the Broadway thing over there. I've done all of that. It's really dirty over there. Some of it's neat. Like, if you go into Orange County, you go into like the beach areas, it's actually really nice over there. But like actual LA, you know. No, it's really rare that you would run into celebrities really anywhere in California. I'm trying to stay away from that. That thing just is... I mean, I wish, but not really. I even did cheer camp at UCLA, so that was kind of cool. They're usually not there, believe it or not. They're usually like, I don't really know where you would see those type of people really. You really don't see as many celebrities as you would think in that area. It's more like in like the little vibey food places that are popular, I would say. But most of them try to stay like away from the commoner folk. California does have pretty good weather, I'm not gonna lie. Especially in LA, like during the winter it's like the cold is like 65. So it's very rarely like that warm or that cold. Like where I live in like an area where it's kind of like the mountains, so it's kind of cold, but it's not as cold as the mountains. So yeah, the beaches are, I mean, it's vibey, it's cool, but the water's cold. It is not warm. You will be very sadly disappointed getting in that water. I don't even get in the water there, so no thank you. I don't like to be like a popsicle in the water. I'll pass. What's the best city in California? I don't know. What do you think the best city in California is?
For what?
Just the best city. Probably Palm Springs.
No.
Yeah, I kind of like Palm Springs.
That air quality.
Well, yeah, bad air quality in Palm Springs. It's bad air quality everywhere in SoCal. But where's like the best place you think?
Up above.
I would say the best place in California. I mean, it just really depends on what you want. So if you want to go to the mountains, probably Big Bear. If you want to go like to like the desert, I mean, a lot of California is the desert, so I mean, like
Probably San Diego.
San Diego, yeah, because it's close to, it only snows really in the mountains or like in the high desert area, which, I mean, I would consider us being in the high desert, but we don't normally get it because we're like in a weird, like valley. So like, yeah, the high desert does get snow, but it's mainly in the mountains. So like Big Bear or Wrightwood area. Oh, I was wondering why that turned on. I turned off the wrong one. But yeah, or Mammoth. Mammoth is actually a really neat place during the summer, and it snows there too. A lot of good snowboarding there. Yes, California has every single climate during every season. That's really interesting. So, but I'm like only 3 hours away from Las Vegas. I'm about like 2 hours from Los Angeles. I'm like an hour from Big Bear. I'm like close to everything. So it's really just like, where do you want to go? That's kind of how California is. So like, there's a lot of cool places all over the place. If you're looking for like the Hollywood experience, obviously Hollywood and Los Angeles and all of that is a really interesting place, but it's like it's not that eventful. I'm gonna be honest. So, do you agree with the people calling for making California? I mean, no, not really. But it is like its own little bubble. The people here are totally different from the rest of the United States. So yeah, it's like its own little weird bubble of things that has all kinds of different stuff. I mean, we do produce like, I think a third of, or like a fifth of the world's like produce. I know that we produce it mostly for the rest of the United States. California just has a lot going on here. There's a lot of people working, a lot of people moving, just like a lot of stuff going on here. So, would I consider it a country? Independence from the U.S.? I don't think that is necessary, but it's definitely like we are different and independent, like away from the rest of the U.S., you know? I just think, you know, a lot of the stuff here is just like, we just are independent, like in general, you know? I wouldn't say that it needs to be separate from the U.S. I just think they're trying to, you know, I don't know. I mean, we do definitely have our own laws and regulations that are totally different from the rest of the world. California is, all the people here are a different breed. I'd say like most people in most states I don't know, for some reason they have like their different opinions. Strawberries, yeah, we are actually. Strawberry, walnuts, and almonds, we are, and they're in Bakersfield. Bakersfield is like middle of nowhere land. Well, I don't know if I'd want to live in Canada. That's the first thing. So I don't blame, you know, only that many people wanting to live there. I'm gonna make a few tortillas too. I did not know that fact. That's pretty crazy. I did not know that California has more people in it than all of Canada. That's funny. I wouldn't want to, I don't ever think I want to visit Canada. I don't like being cold at all. I'm born and raised here, so is my husband. We don't like the cold. So once it starts getting below 50 degrees, we're not happy. It's kind of funny. Some of these tortillas are wonky. Canada does, I wouldn't know. I've never tasted any Canadian maple syrup, but that's a fun fact too. I'd say that's about all they have, to be honest. Well, being from southern Florida, I wouldn't imagine you would like the cold either. But it's definitely interesting. Like, I'd be scared to be, like, the hurricanes and all that. I'd be scared to be there because of that. They sell maple syrup here, but I don't know if it was Canadian. Maybe it was like from like Vermont or somewhere in northern United States. So I have had real maple syrup though. It is good, but I've never had Canadian maple syrup. So I don't know if there's a difference. Probably not. I wouldn't imagine. My grandma hates maple syrup. She does not like the way it smells or tastes. It's kind of funny. I don't know why, but she don't. Okay. We are about finished here. Yeah, but I feel like the compensation is equal to how expensive things are. I wouldn't say it's that much more expensive than the rest of the world, really. I mean, in Georgia, like if the gas here is like $4, it's like $2.60 there. So, but we, make more. So it's actually a substantial amount more, in my opinion. I wouldn't rather live in another state. And personally, I don't think that it's that expensive. But I'm used to it, So yeah, cost of living is cheaper, but I mean, you guys make less too, so it kind of equivalates. So if you were able to buy a house at like a specific time, and have like a lower house payment and like keep your costs pretty decent, it's not really that bad, honestly. So but I mean, it equivalates to like what it is, So, I mean, if you live in LA, yeah, it's super expensive, but I don't live in LA, so it's not like crazy expensive. Yeah, that's true. There is no tax in Tennessee and Texas, but honestly, who wants to live there? So, not to be mean, but I'm pretty biased on California. I'm very biased. I think this is probably the best state to live in personally. And Nevada. And it's not that nice to live there either. Really just Las Vegas is it. So there's not like that much to do really there. It's just like I said, Las Vegas. I mean, there are lakes and stuff, but that's only like when it's hot. And then when it's cold, it's a bummer. So yeah, Nevada does have no tax, but who wants to live there too? So that's just my opinion. But I'm, like I said, I'm biased. I don't think I would ever live in another state ever, personally. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna make my dish now. My light is just heated up, I think. So, but if you are new here, please like and subscribe and hit that bell button. I try to go live as much as I can. And yeah, I will try my best to post a little short connecting this to the short. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.